Hello friends, welcome to Geeky Rabbit. Welcome to our series on Docker. In this session, we are going to see about Docker architecture. So let us begin. Docker is an open source available platform which allows you to develop, ship and run your application. It enables everyone to separate their application from the infrastructure on which they are built, thus making the software delivery process faster than the normal approach. So Docker allows you to package and run your application in an isolated environment that is called as a container. The isolation and security makes it possible to run as many containers on your host. Docker provides us with a platform that helps us manage the lifecycle of the container. Firstly, it allows us to develop our application and its component using a container. Secondly, this container unit becomes the main unit of distribution or testing of your application. And thirdly, this can be deployed in production as a container or a service once you are ready. So now let us understand what a Docker engine is and what goes on inside it. So it is a client server application with major component as the server, which is the long running program called as the daemon process, the REST APIs, which is used by the program to talk to the daemon and to instruct it what to do, command line interface, it is used to type in the commands. The CLI uses the REST API to talk or control the Docker daemon using the CLI commands. The daemon can create and manage Docker objects like images, container, network, or the volumes. Now, the Docker has a client server architecture. The Docker client communicates with the Docker daemon, which is usually build, run, or distribute the container. Docker client and daemon can run on the same system, or the Docker client can communicate to a remote Docker daemon. Both of them uses the REST APIs over Unix socket or a network interface to communicate. So now let us see the different components one by one. The Docker daemon. It listens for the API request from client and also manages the Docker object such as the images, container, network, and volume. It communicates with the other Docker daemons to manage different Docker services. The Docker client. It is the primary way of used by many Docker users to interact with the Docker. So when commands are fired to the CLI, they are sent to the Docker D, which carries them out. It uses the Docker API and it can communicate with one or more daemons. The Docker registries. It is used to store the Docker images. One such public registry is the Docker Hub. So Docker by default uses Docker Hub to look for the images. When Docker pull or Docker run command are used, it pulls the required image from the registry. And when you see Docker push, the image is pushed to the registry. Now, let us see what are the Docker objects. When we use the Docker, there are different Docker objects that we come across. Let us check them one by one and get a brief overview of some of them. First is the images. The Docker image is a read-only template with different commands for creating a container. We can also write down our own custom images and publish it over the Docker Hub. Secondly, there are containers. It is the runnable instance of a Docker image. Anyone can create, run, start, stop, or delete a container using the API or CLI command. Container can be connected to one or more virtual private networks. Thirdly, there are services. It allows us to scale the containers across multiple Docker daemon, which altogether works as a Swarm cluster with multiple manager or workers. All the members in the Swarm in a Docker daemon and is a Docker daemon, and they can communicate with each other using the Docker API. Swarm mode is supported by Docker Engine in Docker 1.2 and higher. So with this, we come to an end of this video in this series, which was on Docker architecture. Hope you have liked it, and do post your comments or question in the comment section regarding it. See you soon with more Docker related content. Until then, have a good day. Thank you.